In the culturally rich and deeply traditional land of Ucana Kingdom, where red sandy roads curved through thick palm forests and the morning air carried the scent of fresh earth, lived a respected elder known as Mr. Akpan. Mr. Akpan was not only respected because of his age, but because of his honesty, generosity, and extraordinary dedication to farming. In Ucana, people believed that the soil respected hardworking hands, and Mr. Akpan's farm stood as living proof of that belief. His cassava fields stretched wide across the eastern plains, while his plantain and vegetable gardens fed not only his household but also many families in the village during difficult seasons. Beside him, until tragedy visited his home, stood his beloved wife, known fondly in the village as Mama Ino. She was a gentle woman whose calm nature brought peace to everyone around her. Her laughter was soft, and her kindness made her loved by both the young and old. Together, they had only one child, Ino. Ino was the pride of the household. At 18, she had grown into a beautiful young woman whose grace reflected her mother's spirit. She was respectful, hardworking, and humble. Her beauty was not loud, but it glowed naturally like early morning sunlight. Villagers often said that Ino carried the calmness of her mother and the strength of her father. No one in Ucana Kingdom knew that fate was preparing to break the peaceful family apart. It was during the planting season when tragedy struck the Akpan family. One bright morning, Mama Ino prepared to go to the farm alone. Mr. Akpan had traveled to attend an elders' council meeting in a neighboring village, and although Ino insisted on following her mother, Mama Ino gently refused. "My daughter," she said softly while adjusting her wrapper, "stay home and finish drying the cassava. I will return before the evening smoke rises." With her basket balanced on her head, Mama Ino walked along the familiar bush path leading to the farm. Birds sang cheerfully from tall irako trees, and the morning breeze swayed the tall grasses gently. Halfway through her journey, she noticed something unusual, a rare, bright forest fruit hanging from a low branch inside a thick bush. It was a fruit villagers treasured but rarely found. She smiled warmly. "My daughter loves this fruit," she whispered. Without suspicion, she stepped off the narrow path and pushed through the shrubs to pluck it. Suddenly, a loud metallic snap echoed through the forest. Mama Ino screamed. Her leg had been trapped in a heavy iron hunting device set by Yuko Na, the village hunter known for capturing bush animals. The sharp jaws of the trap crushed deep into her flesh, tearing through muscle and bone. Her basket fell. Fruits scattered across the forest floor. She cried for help, her voice shaking the silent bush. Hours passed before a group of women collecting firewood heard her faint cries and rushed to her rescue. By the time she was carried home, she had lost too much blood. Village herbalists and traditional healers worked day and night. They applied sacred herbs, used ancient healing oils, and performed rituals believed to restore life. But destiny had already decided. 3 days later, Mama Ino died. Ucana Kingdom fell into deep mourning. Women gathered at the Akpan compound, crying loudly while beating their chests in sorrow. Funeral drums echoed through the night air. Ino sat beside her mother's body in silence. Tears flowed endlessly from her eyes, yet no sound escaped her lips. Her world had collapsed. Mr. Akpan, once a strong and cheerful man, became quiet and withdrawn. His shoulders bent under grief, and his farm tools gathered dust for weeks. Ino took responsibility for everything. She cooked, fetched water, farmed, and cared for her father. Though still young, she carried herself with maturity and strength. 2 years passed slowly, like time itself was wounded. Then, the elders of Ucana began advising Mr. Akpan to remarry. They feared a home without a woman would weaken, and they believed Ino needed guidance as she approached marriage age. Reluctantly, Mr. Akpan agreed. Mr. Akpan married a woman named Alice, the daughter of Umina, a popular palm wine tapper in a neighboring village. Alice was strikingly beautiful. Her skin shone smoothly, and her appearance commanded attention. But behind her beauty lived a heart filled with hidden jealousy. When her father informed her about the marriage arrangement, Alice's spirit became troubled. Unknown to many, she had long admired Mr. Akpan's wealth and social status. However, she feared that Ino would remain a strong obstacle to her control of the household. Alice entered Mr. Akpan's compound with celebration. Drums beat loudly, dancers welcomed her, and villagers sang traditional marriage songs. Ino stood quietly behind her father, watching the celebration with forced calmness. Alice smiled warmly at everyone, but her eyes revealed something colder. At first, Alice behaved like a caring mother. She called Ino my daughter and cooked her favorite meals. Mr. Akpan felt relieved, believing peace had returned. But the kindness did not last. Alice soon began assigning Ino dangerous tasks at night. "Go to the old stream and fetch water," she commanded one evening, choosing a time villagers believed spirits wandered freely. Another night she ordered, "Deliver this message to the distant farm immediately." Often she sent Ino through lonely bush paths rumored to be dangerous. Yet, each time, Ino returned safely. Alice grew frustrated. She began accusing Ino falsely, theft, laziness, disrespect, and even witchcraft. She whispered lies into Mr. Akpan's ears, slowly planting doubt in his mind. Though he loved his daughter deeply, Alice's manipulation created distance between father and child. Ino suffered quietly, enduring pain without complaint. One evening, after Alice falsely accused her of stealing hidden money, Ino's heart broke completely. Without saying goodbye, she left the compound. She walked along a lonely bush track, her tears mixing with dust on her face. The sky was dark, and the forest sounded alive with crickets and whispering winds. Exhausted and hopeless, she collapsed beneath a large mango tree deep inside the forest. Strangely, the forest became calm around her. Wild animals stayed far from her resting place, as if invisible forces guarded her. Eventually, sleep carried her into a mysterious dream. Inside her dream, Ino saw a soft golden light glowing before her. From the light emerged her mother. "Mama," Ino whispered, falling to her knees in tears. Her mother spoke gently and revealed a shocking truth. Alice had secretly arranged her death years earlier. She had consulted a powerful native doctor who placed spiritual charms around the trap area, guiding Mama Ino unknowingly toward danger. "She wanted your father for herself," the spirit said sadly. Before disappearing, her mother instructed Ino to report everything to the village chief. At sunrise, Ino walked directly to the palace of Chief Akong, the wise ruler of Ukana Kingdom. With trembling courage, she narrated her dream and her years of suffering. Chief Akong listened carefully and ordered an immediate investigation. He invited the respected diviner Maman Koyo to perform spiritual consultation. During rituals, Maman Koyo confirmed the presence of dark charms buried near the trap location. When confronted, Yuko Na, the hunter, confessed that he was secretly paid by Alice and a neighboring native doctor to set traps along a specific path. The entire village gathered at the square. Alice stood before the crowd, denying every accusation. But when the captured native doctor confessed publicly, revealing their conspiracy, the crowd erupted in shock and anger. Mr. Akpan collapsed in shame and sorrow. According to Ukana traditional laws, Alice and the native doctor were permanently banished from the kingdom. Mr. Akpan knelt before his daughter, begging forgiveness. Though deeply wounded, Ino forgave him. Peace slowly returned to their home. Years later, Ino married a kind farmer who treated her with love and respect. She became known across Ucana Kingdom as a symbol of strength, patience, and truth.